Well, good evening, everybody, and happy Veterans Day. My name is Kirby Ingles. I'm a leadership and transformation coach, a father of four, and a U.S. Army veteran. And today we're going to talk about how to bring or transition a mentoring relationship and bring it to closure. Welcome, David Smith, Ryan, and others. As you come in the chat, please let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay, use hashtag replay. Hey, Patrick, how's it going? David and Miguel as well. And today we're going to talk about how to transition and close the mentor relationship. Mentoring has different seasons, just like life has different seasons. And I don't like to say that there is a season of change because change is constant in our lives. Welcome, Mary and Samantha. Still, there is a period of change that is significant in mentoring. Hey, Ms. Elizabeth, hello. At some point in your relationship, your mentoring relationship, you will begin to change your meetups, the times, the places. The conversation will change. And even it may need to end. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? Don't resist change. Allow it to happen and do it gracefully. Hey, Scott, how are you? Again, my name is Kirby Ingles. I'm a leadership and transformation coach, U.S. Army veteran, and a father of four, about to be a father of five this January. And we're talking about how to transition or close the mentoring relationship, which is the last segment of a series that I've been doing over the last week. And so as your relationship comes to an end, don't allow your feelings to get away or get in the way of a mentoring relationship because you might feel bad for the other person. Adam, how's it going? Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. It's going to be a baby boy. Number four boys and one little princess. All right. So if the connection isn't going where it needs to go for success, then you need to allow it to dissolve. Don't allow it to continue at a surface level. You want to go 2 or 3 levels deep for it to be successful. And you can always change the purpose of the relationship if you need to. You can always make adjustments. And transitions, right? Transitions are awkward. You've ever been in that situation where you're standing there and it's kind of awkward and you're like, you want to say bye, but you don't know how. And you're like, yeah, that's what these relationships are like sometimes. Nobody knows how to say goodbye or how to leave. We're terrible at it. What I found is a good practice is to talk about endings in the beginning. Endings in the beginning. And during the first meeting or two, you need to establish a goal, a length of time when you're going to come back and revisit and evaluate the next steps. This check-in will allow you to address how things are going and make any necessary changes along the way. Hey, Chris, Jacob, and Michael, thank you for joining us. As you hop in the chat, please let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay, use hashtag replay. So there's a lot of reasons why we come to this point of transition. But this also gives the mentor one last chance to pour into the mentee as much as they can and make sure that they don't leave anything off the table and putting everything they got out there. And when you start to wrap things up, you need to communicate why and when this relationship is going to end. And before you end it, there's a few things that the mentor needs to help the mentee do. And these things will help them maybe find another mentor if you've outgrown each other. Maybe you want to give them some follow-on materials to digest. And you might also be referring them to a coach like me or a counselor. Even making sure that They just have the right support network around them by introducing them to people that you know that can provide value to them. Now, no matter what season of change you might find yourself, there's always an opportunity, right, to grow. In every season, there's so many opportunities for growth. And change can be really, really hard. Trust me, I know this. And the transition is challenging. And we've all been through tough transitions. And most of us here watching may have been in the military at some point and understand what that transition's like. And that breakup is pretty hard. But it's worth it because it can be life changing. So go out and be a mentor to somebody. A mentor and a mentee will get a lot of things out of the relationship together. There's just so much value that each one gets. It's reciprocal, right? You both get rewards. And the mentee should ensure that they thank the mentor and let them know how much and why they appreciate the time that was given. Time is one of those things, guys. It's a commodity that you can't get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't save it. You can't invest it. You can't buy it. You can't do anything with it. Every waking second that we waste is gone. And so when somebody gives you time, you need to show them the utmost respect and communicate why it was valuable to you so that they can replicate that. Think about that. You're going to help somebody else out in the future. And even I have had mentors and mentees as well, people I have mentored, where the connection doesn't exist anymore. And it's not consistent anymore, even after the relationship ended. But you know what? As a mentor or a mentee, I'm still thankful for each one of those people that gave me that time. That time was valuable to me. It helped me. They shared experiences with me that I would have never known about unless I would have experienced it myself. And we all know that learning through others is a lot less painful than experiencing it yourself firsthand. And if somebody can provide you 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years of wisdom, depending on how long they've been around, that's valuable. That's why I love books. Because between those two hardback covers is decades of wisdom that somebody is putting out there for you to absorb so you can be successful. Sometimes I treat a book like a good mentor. So the time that you have together will leave a mark on each of your lives forever. Folks, my name is Kirby Ingalls. I'm a leadership and transformation coach, a father of 4, and a U.S. Army veteran, about to be a father of 5, and it is Veterans Day. And I just wanted to say happy Veterans Day to all you veterans out there, past, present, and future, because tomorrow there are going to be some courageous young men and women that are going to raise their right hand, and they're going to pledge allegiance, right? And they're going to defend and serve. And they have no idea what the challenges that they face ahead of them. Because, you know, when I came in after 1996, at the tail end of Desert Storm and Desert Shield, nobody knew around the corner was going to be 9/11 and what that was going to bring. And that completely changed our world forever. And so imagine what these young men and women are going to experience in the next 10, 20 years, who are probably going to be the leaders leading our sons and daughters in the battle in the future. So reach out to them, tell them thank you, and tell them you appreciate your service, because they deserve it. Only so many get to serve, only so many are qualified to serve, and so only so many are willing to serve, and it's a very minority population. So give them thanks. Again, Kirby Ingalls, I'm a leadership and transformation coach, your father of 4, and a U.S. Army veteran. And I want you to have a happy Veterans Day and a happy Monday. We'll talk to you soon.